All right, so I came over here because my dad tried running a call for me. It's for a prep cooler. They said they heard a loud pop and nothing turned on. I think the breaker tripped, so he's resetting that, and we have it disconnected. We're gonna look for something, but I think he said the extension cord, power cord, looked chewed up. So let me take a look at that, see what happens. It is hot outside. So yeah, I replaced the power cord, and we had a drain pan heating element that was smoking and started crackling. You could hear it messing up again. I want to say it tripped again. I'm not sure, but turned everything off. I don't know how to take it out, so that's one that I'm gonna have to go back to the office, pull up my I don't have my laptop on me, pull up the part numbers and look up the model number, see if I can find that part, see how it comes. It does come with a high limit built into it. Most of them do have that condenser plate, like where all the compressors sit and everything. Like you take off a few screws and you can slide it around, and that is a drain pan element. So that drain pan just collects water from the evaporators inside. Everything drains out to a little pan, and in that pan normally you either have a discharge line, so that discharge from the compressors will sometimes run through it because that is hot enough to make that water evaporate, or you have an actual heating element that's powered by 120, whatever it is, and it heats up, generally not too hot, just hot enough to evaporate the water. And we just unplugged it for now, and obviously it might drip a little bit of water here and there under the unit, but at least the rest of it's working. There's nothing wrong with any of the compressors, nothing else shorted out, none of the controllers, all the controllers are working. So luckily nothing else major happened. It's just a heating element that is, it's not like a heating element for a freezer where it would cause it to ice up or anything. It's just a heating element for any water that drains out, that way it doesn't overfill. So it is necessary, but it's not super important. They can run it until I get that part in. So now we're gonna go pick up a ladder. It is Memorial Day, so thank you everybody that was in the armed forces, that served. Appreciate, because of that, we get to do what we want to do as Americans, but like as business owners, entrepreneurs, being able to do our own thing with our own rights. So thank you to anybody that served. We gave the guys a day off. It's me and my dad running around trying to do put out fires here and there. We are back in the office now. We're looking up parts. Google is your best friend when you don't have a part number or any information and you just have a model number or brand name. Go to Google, search it in the search bar, and more than likely you're going to get something like Parts Town or any of these other supply houses. And more times than not, you click on that and you get a breakdown, you get parts lists, you get manuals, diagrams, all that kind of stuff. And I was able to find, the heating element that we needed. Passed that information over. We had someone else pick it up, and then I intercepted that, and we're gonna go put this in, at this prep cooler that we need to fix. They've already had issues where it's overflowing and the water in there, I guess from the burnout, turned black. So they have some gunk on the floor that they're dealing with now. So, being able to use the internet, use a lot of these tools, technology at your disposal is a must in today's industry, in any trade. So if you guys are using, whatever you have at your fingertips, it helps your business out a lot. And, we've been building up, speaking of Google, we've been building up our Google business profile, reviews, things like that. Even in the commercial world where might not be as critical as the residential space to have these things, brand awareness is a thing. So we do want people to know our name, see us out and about, just know who we are and be able to do a quick search and we pop up. So a lot of that is daunting, overwhelming. You know, it's a lot to get into. Something like our sponsor today, CallRail, offers help in certain aspects and can help you kind of guide you where you're spending your money on advertising and kind of track your calls. So it can track any campaign that you run, any form of advertisement that you guys use. It has call routing, so you can route them to any number or any person on your team. It's just a lot of flexibility, and at its base, yes, it is call tracking, but they also have AI built into it to where it can give you a transcript of that conversation whenever you use their, one of their call trackers, and it gives you a transcript, a recording, and it can also analyze and coach you up to let you know what you did good, but what you could also do better. So check out CallRail. I'll link it down below. And now in July, they're going to be rolling out their AI voice assist, which can answer the calls when you're up on the roof, out in the field, driving, or you just want to take some time off. It'll collect your customer's information, get their complaint, and then you can take it from there. So it can handle a lot of your new customers coming in, give you a summary of what they said, and then you can, take the next steps to tend to that customer. So I think it's a very helpful software, just kind of letting you guys know about it. If you guys are interested, check out the link below. So we have the part now, and we're gonna get back to the video. So we got our new part in. I was able to find it over on Partstown. Don't ask me how, because I couldn't find it again, but we had already ordered it. And it has a little high limit built into the wiring, basically. Because I was like, worst case scenario, we kind of make our own. Feel like we can figure it out. The thing is, the model number is one of those that is specific to the restaurant. So it has the restaurant's name in the model number. And we deal with that a lot. So if anything, like I said, I could call tech support, get a little bit of some pointers. I've done that before. Just, hey, where are these things located? Screws, panels, it might not be like a technical question. I just need to know where things are because I can't see something, or I don't know which direction or whatever that is. So I've done that before as well. So we'll get into it. All right, it's a dirty ass floor. We got this Milwaukee kneeling pad here that's been quite handy. And the good thing about this, because I have another one that I just never used, but the good thing about this pack out one, obviously you can store it on your pack out, but the bottom, it has these feet. They're still plastic. All this is plastic, or the molding that they use. So on a dirty ass floor, it's not gonna soak up oil, grease, water, anything like that. So bottom doesn't get crazy dirty or anything, and then you still have that pad on top. So I thought that was kind of cool. Toughest towels I've ever tried, honest opinion, because shop towels don't do it. Dragon towels have been really great, super durable. So we're gonna clean up a little bit, and we'll take a couple of great wipes just to wipe down and scrub.